Hello, beloveds. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern. I am Dr. Wu. Welcome. And I am listening. Together, we're going to navigate through. We're going to thrive in, and we're going to grow from this present crisis or any other future crisis. I just had a tickle in my throat from food. Chocolate causes reflux, so excuse me. It's just a throat lozenge. So, together, we're becoming better. We're becoming stronger, and we're becoming healthier together. Always together. So this is our week of challenge. Moving from anxiety and stress to peace and calm and relaxation and the correct actions or the necessary actions, right? To make our lives thriving. All right. So I always like to begin just to talk about what we're, here for, as far as what stress is all about. So just always good to think that stress is like a car alarm. Okay. And it's basically telling us that something needs our attention. Okay. So sometimes the feelings could talk. So if we're feeling anger, that could mean that somebody has violated our boundaries, right? If we're feeling anxiety, that means it's actually invitation to take an action and then to take a deep breath to reassess the circumstance, right? And stress, if you do have the feeling of stress, it actually is an invitation to say, hey, you need to take it one step at a time, all right? So with stress, what happens with stress is the heart rate goes up, you start breathing fast, and your blood pressure goes up. And so all this cascade of things from the mind, body, and spirit gets activated. So actually, small amounts of a momentary, occasional stress and anxiety is actually good for us, and actually can be healthy because it helps us to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of, right, with that alarm, right? So having the alarm is okay. But because of what's going on in 2020, we're having the alarm going off and going off and going off. Hello, Julie, thanks for joining us. And so the alarm just keeps going off and going off, so that our bodies are not meant for chronic baseline background stress, okay, S. Because if we have that stress as a baseline, as actually 98% of the time, that will actually lead to really long-term anxiety and depression, hypervigilance, panic attacks, insomnia, digestive problems, and actually eventually to immune diseases, right? And eventually also to cancer and even, insulin problems, right? Diabetes, right? High blood pressure, cardiac problems, so it's all related. So that's why we really have to manage the mind, body, and spirit. And that's what I'm here for, just tips. We've got to have tips. We may not be able to control what is happening around us. Hello, Annette. Mwah. But we can control what we think about, what we believe, and what we choose to do, right? So that's why mind, body, and spirit is so important. So number one, we want to go from the stress to the peace center, right? The parasympathetic nervous system. That's when you're resting and digesting and you're calm. So that's where we want to go. So remember the number one tool. I'm here for the tools. Love my tool box here. The big one is the hammer. The hammer is the breath. So bring on the breath. Bring on the breath, brothers and sisters, okay? I'm going to take a deep breath in through your nose and count to 3, and you're going to exhale in 5. So take a deep breath in. 2, 3, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. And get your shoulders up. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time, and just kind of inhale all that delicious air and exhale any stress or worries from the entire day. You know how the day goes, right? All right? All right, take a deep breath. And out. One more time, get their shoulders up. And drop them down, elbows down. Excellent, excellent. And I always want to, always start with the word. So this is promised to us, and God has shown us the way, and that's why I'm here. We're going to find the way together, right? We're on this journey. Do not be anxious about anything. And that's about anything. Even the big things, you mean? Yeah, I guess so. But in every situation, even the little things, I guess so. By prayer, that means taking it, right, to the Lord, and petition, right? Knowing exactly what you want, journaling it out, journaling what's going on in your life, details, with thanksgiving. That's the thanksgiving, that heart of gratitude. We talked about it a few days ago. Gratitude just gets you into that presence, right? Into the right mindset to actually heal. Again, into that peace zone. The gratitude, the thanksgiving gets us into the actually peace zone, our state. I'm going to present our requests, right, to the Lord. And the peace, see, the peace of Creator God, which transcends all understanding. Remember, his thoughts are way higher than our brain thoughts, right? His plans are way better than our brain plans that we can come up with, right? So the peace, not my peace or your peace, but the peace of Creator God, the one that flung the stars into the universe, the one that makes the little electrons orbit in every single atom, I guess, right? Or matter. And actually makes all the planets orbit in this entire, all of existence in this universe, right? Or maybe there's more universes. I don't know, but he controls it all and sustains it all. So he's going to be able to guard our hearts and our minds. Yes, right? So that is why we're here. So today I want to talk about, and this is very important, safety. Remember, there's 3 basic human needs. One is to be safe. Number 2 is to actually be loved and valued and cared for. And the third one is to belong. We're made to connect. Human beings do not do well. We actually die when we're by ourselves, right? Those little babies, right? No one's touching them. They're not going to do well. They have to have touch. We have to be connected. So remember, you got to have safety. You got to feel loved and valued. And then you have to belong to a tribe, to a community, right? So those are your 3 basic needs. And what's happening right now with the pandemic, unfortunately, is the safety is kind of gone because no one knows what's going to go on. No one knows if people are going to die, you're going to lose your finances, your career, your health, and what else are you going to lose? What happens when you die, right? So the sense of safety is even gone, right? So that's not so good. That's making us go into the S zone, right? Stress zone again. And then 2, loved. The whole wanting to feel loved and valued, well, what's going on with the world, with all the stuff, in the news? By the way, I am not even watching the news. It's just making people not feel loved. People are like against each other, and it's such division. It's not good for us. It's really, really harmful, okay? And then the third one is belonging. Well, with all this division, people are not feeling belonging either. We used to be like one nation, one globe, right? And people are like getting all divisive and they don't even feel belong. This is horrible, guys. That's why the world needs us, okay? So today I was just praying about it. I was like, hey, Lord, which one do you want me to talk about? Because 2 things had come up. But I think the one thing I have to talk about is more important because it's related to safety. So this is just a technique that I've learned from Dr. Carolyn Leaf, L-E-A-F, amazing neuroscience, Hello, Megan. Yes, exactly. Community and belonging. That's why we love our tribe, right? Right, sisters and brothers? So, number 1, we've got to figure out how to manage the toxicity that is coming in. All right? It could be a toxic email. It could be a toxic, news thing. It could be a toxic neighbor or something on Facebook or anywhere, or even a family member or friend. And instead of being like normal, for some reason they're like, they're just throwing toxic stuff at you. And you're like, what? You're like, So what happens? That's your fight or flight or freeze. That's your stress. That's your stress zone. So we've got to come out of that. We cannot be in this chronic stress zone. It's not good for our health. It's not the way Abba Daddy wants us to thrive. It's not the way he created us to be in that being state. So we're going to change it. So Dr. Carolyn Leaf, and actually her YouTube, I think it's number 89. And the reason I know it's 89 is because I've watched it over and over and over and over again. Yeah, okay. So it's how to manage toxic, things that come in, right? And we're getting these arrows everywhere, right? So there's 5 steps. Number one, when you're like, ah, number one is breathe, right? So, bring on the hammer. This is what I'm all about, right? Bring on the breath. You'll hear me talk about that all day long, 24/7. Bring on the breath. Okay, I get this, I open up this letter, I read it, I go, oh, or email or social media, whatever, and somebody's just said something bad about either me or my family or my beliefs or my friends or whatever that I believe in, and you're just like, oh, okay, that's not good. We're in S. All right, so we're in S. You've got to stop right there, and you've got to take a deep breath. So now we're going to do the 5 and 7, okay? Always make sure the exhalation is longer than inhalation, because that takes you into the peace center, okay? The parasympathetic nervous system. Peace, relax, digest, calm, natural relaxation, all right? So let's do it. We're going to do 5 and 7, and naturally I've adapted. I like 5 and 7. And then if you're really stressed, you got to do 7 and 11, all right? So let's do 5 and 7. And we're going to get the shoulders up, okay? Through the nose. Inhale, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything tense, just kind of tense it up. And then when you exhale it, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just let it all out, okay? Just let all that tension out. And wherever you're tight, you can even breathe like into it, like focus your breath into that area, and that actually will release, okay? Take a deep breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And just drop it all. Just drop it all, okay? So number one, you have to breathe, because that takes you from the S state into the peace state. It makes the critter brain just to calm down. You're safe. It's okay. There's no tiger attacking you. It was just an email, okay? It was just a letter. It was just words. It did hurt, but you're actually not in physical danger. So critter brain, it's okay. Just chill. Remember, you can only be either in the S or in the P. There's only one person driving. It's either stress or peace. It's either anxiety or calm, okay? There's only one driver. So by bringing on the breath, you're actually making the stress driver, the critter brain, rest a little bit. But we still love the critter brain. We love the critter brain. But right now, we need the higher functioning peace brain, the smart one, to figure out what to do with this nasty email, okay? So number one, you got to bring on the breath. So along with the breath, as you're bringing on the breath, you'll see that you're also stepping back. So number one is breathe and then step back. So now you're going to step back. It's not going to be you reading this email, this toxic email. It's going to be you watching yourself read the email, all right? So number one, you're going to breathe, step back. Number two, you're going to now journal. I love journaling, and I'll always tell you that journaling is amazing. And then if you can write it with the hands, it actually takes you deeper into that brilliant brain of ours, okay? So you journal it. You should see my phone. My phone has so many journal notes. I had to actually buy more storage to even keep up with all this. Anyway, so then number two, you're going to journal. You're going to figure out, you're going to name your feeling, okay? So, and I had to do this just recently today with another homework of mine. I was trying to trace some triggers. So, so you can name it. You can say, I felt offended. I felt attacked by that email. I felt misjudged by that email. I felt hurt. I felt violated. I felt bullied. I felt scared too. Yeah, like panic, like, ooh, what's going to happen? So these are all the feelings, but you got to write it down. You got to journal it down. And the act of journaling also helps you step back so that you're not so in it, because you kind of really need your higher brain to help you figure this out, okay? So then you're going to name your feelings. No judgment. Just say, hey, yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel, I feel threatened by that email. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, whatever. And you can even say, yeah, that's blanket, whatever. That's when you just pour it out. Just pour it out in your journal. No one needs to read it. Please do not send it out. It's your journal. It's not an email, okay? Don't go to social media and tell people about it, right? So number two, you're gonna journal and name your feelings. It's very important. You gotta name your feelings. Don't hide it. Hiding it is no good. It just goes in the subconscious and it'll be there for years, and it actually will adversely affect your health and your mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so you got to journal it down. So number three is very important. So imagine that our thoughts are like a tree, like Dr. Carolyn Leaf always talks about. So now, remember, you're not in the S zone. You're in the P zone, okay? You're totally in your brilliant brain. Your critter brain is totally quiet. You're good. You're good. You breathe. You step back. You journal. You're good. You know, you're like, yeah, I'm in control, right? This one is in control, driving. So number three, you really do need your higher function brain for this, because now you're going to literally take the tree and you're going to pull back. You're going to actually detach and get rid of all the emotions. Because remember, you already dumped out your emotions, but now you got to dump out the emotions that were in this toxic email, okay? So whatever came across, right, you got to take those emotions out, okay? So if it's the news, you know, because the news always puts some toxic emotional plug in there. Be careful, okay? So just take all those emotion, you know, take it all out. Take it all out. And after you do that, you're going to see this tree, and it's not that scary anymore. It's kind of like a skeleton kind of tree. Doesn't really look scary or powerful. But then you're going to look at the tree, and all that's going to be left on the tree is the facts. And then you're actually going to, number 4, you're going to analyze the facts. So what part is true? Because maybe some of it is true. You know, let's say the email. Maybe you did accidentally, didn't do something you promised to do. Oh, gee, you kind of need to know that, right? You got to kind of own up to it too, right? Okay, so just the 4 is really find out what the facts are. The facts are, I guess this person's really feeling bad or scared, and I guess this person's really actually wanting me to help with something. Aha! Okay, totally different picture now, right? And then number 5 is actually, again, you need the higher brain to do this one. The critter brain can't figure this out. Number 5 is also solutions. Now you're going to find solutions. Now you're actually going to find solutions. Okay, looks like this person actually wanted me to go help with something. And that in the past, oopsies, I think I was not able to help, and they're a little disappointed in me, and so there's a little trust issue. I am seeing the light now. You know, there's more clarity, right? There's more clarity, and you're not like in it. You're, you know, step back, and you're still in that, you know, relaxed, right? Peaceful, brilliant mind state. So you're like, I think I really think I see something, right? So then you can actually decide whether this is something you want to address, or if you figured it all out and you know what to do in the future, whether you're going to engage with these group of people or not, or yes or no, and then you just box it up and then you're done. And there you have it. You've literally just solved how to address toxic issues and emails that are coming in, right? So those are the 5 steps. So remember, breathe and step back. Number 2, name your feelings. Journal it down. 3, you are going to separate their emotions, right, from the information, separate it from the facts. Number 4, you're going to really analyze the facts and really kind of own up to your part in it. And then number 5, you're really going to find solutions and actually a plan and how you want to go forward, or you want to just let it all go and, you know, and just box it up. It's a done deal. All right. So those are just, I just find it so practical. I've been, you know, doing this with Dr. Carolyn Leaf, I guess almost a year now. So it's almost second nature to me now, which is really helpful. Cause there are some things that come up, you know, at us, right? So, the arrows that fly by day, right, that assault us. So it's been really helpful. So I hope that does help everybody. Anybody else have any questions or anything like that? If you do, just type it into the feed before we go. But I also wanted to just bless everyone before we go. I always like to give you something wonderful to just take a deep breath, close your eyes, and let me just bless you with this, okay? If there is any virtue and excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think on and weigh and take account of these things. That means fix our minds on them, right? Here's another one. Summing it all up, my friends, I'd say you'll do best, right? By filling your minds and meditating on things that are true, noble, reputable, authentic, compelling, gracious, the best, not the worst, the beautiful, not the ugly things of, you know, of mankind that we can do. Things to praise, right? to like say, wow, great job, to cheer them on, not things to curse, right? There are probably a few hundred, problems these days, but there really are millions of blessings all around me now, and we can really focus on the blessings that are all around us. So, again, enter his gates with thanksgiving, that gratitude, the things you do have, right? The mind that you do have, right? And then, you want to enter his courts with praise. That means, yes, 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 you've done wonderful things. Look and see what the Lord has done. Give thanks to him and praise his name. Yes, absolutely. Creator God has created, such wonderful things. And human beings, he loves human beings. When he created human beings, he said, you are dang, very, very good, okay? He doesn't say that about any other part of creation, only human beings, all right? For the Lord is good and his love endures forever. That means forever, no matter what time, it's going to be forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations. Again, it's always about human beings, right? So, anxiety and stress to peace and calm and relaxation and actions, right? That will help you handle this alarm that went off, right? With the stress. Hello, Yude. I did my exercise, Yude. By the way, I did it. I went to the gym. I did it. Hello, Aggie. Love you. Mwah. Eastern Europe and just all around is being represented. Yeah. If you guys have any questions, does anybody want to type in any questions for me before I end the session? Just about how to manage when people are mean to you or things that happen to you are scary. Just type in anything and I can try to answer it and figure it out with you. We're on a journey together, guys, right? Yes, hello. So then if there is not any more questions, because again, it's 20 minutes. It's very interesting. I've been timing my lives and it seems to be never less than 20 minutes. And so I guess that's just the way it's meant to be. All right. And tomorrow, unless the Lord changes it, but tomorrow I will be talking about the importance of self-talk. And, when you drop a glass or something, that thought that comes up, it's so mean, for all of us. We all struggle with that. And I really have gotten such good information about that. And it's really helped me. It really has helped me. So I want to share it with everybody. Okay. Again, love you all, all right? In the name of the great physician, Yahweh Rapha, the Lord that provides all, right? Jehovah Jireh, the Prince of Peace, Shalom, peace. So peace, right? The peace center is actually wholeness. It's wholeness, it's shalom peace. Shalom peace is prosperity, wellness. It's where everything prospers. In other words, it's not just money, cash. No, it's actually wholeness. It's really prosper. You're supposed to prosper in all things. In your mind, that means you're full of joy and thanksgiving, even through the hard times. Your body is healthy, able to help other people. Able to function at the peace. Peaceful, the best optimal state of relaxation, right? Healing only occurs in the relaxed peace mode. So that's why the whole disease, illness, right? Health. And then prosperity, so in the mind, the body, and the spirit. The spirit means that you're just so connected to Abba Daddy. You're loved, and nothing in the whole world can ever separate you from the love of God. There's just nothing. And to grow into that kind of love, that's prosperity. That's prosperity in the mind, body, spirit, and soul. And that's what that's what Abba Daddy wants us all to have. And he's told us how to get there. So we're just going to keep marching, right? Until we get there. All right. Shalom, everyone. Until tomorrow, 4 p.m. And remember, I have that free course on Mastermind. So I will try to drop it down here. And the course basically is moving from anxiety and stress to peace and calm and relaxation and and rest and digest. Shalom, everyone. Bye-bye. Mwah. Love you guys.